Hey, what's going on? Coach Jan here, got Autumn here. I want to show you this exercise, wonderful drill that I learned partially from Li Tai Lang. So I fought on the New York International Sancho team, semi-pro Sancho team. I got paid peanuts when I was in college to fight. Novell Gibel was my captain of that team, and I was in the 165 division. I got to fight the Beijing pro team in Sancho. And if you know Pro Sancho, they have a bunch of gear. They would fight with a bunch of gear on it, and so there wouldn't be full body. So if you ever see me, wouldn't be like gearless. So if you ever see me fighting Sancho with gear on, that was actually my semi-pro fights with the Pro Beijing team. I fought twice. Anyway, the thing I want to show you guys is a great drill that I think every Tai Chi practitioner should do. If you're a boxer, you probably already know this, but I want to apply a little bit more of a Tai Chi perspective to this. And what that just simply means is I'm going to slow it down. To focus on some more detail. So you're going to have your hands up, you're going to have a partner, and your partner, you're going to face each other, hands up, and you're going to allow the partner, Li Tai Lang taught me this, to actually take the impact right at the top of the forehead. You're actually going to take the impact first, and you're going to test it right there. And harder, a little harder, and you're going to ask your opponent, do what works best for you, but you're going to ask your opponent to start giving you, your partner, start giving you a little bit more and a little stronger, stronger, stronger. Good stuff. Good. And obviously you're going to ask them also to put the weight into it in the body. So give me a little bit more full body power. Good. Go. Good stuff. So you do this a few times just to get the head in the position so that if you are, Li Tai Lang used to tell me, if you see a punch, walk into it. And you take the punch on your head. I'm not suggesting that at all. I think that's a horrible idea. But what I'm getting at is that you want to be in the position that if you need to take the punch, you feel okay with that. So it's a horrible idea to plan to take punches in the head. It's a horrible idea. But if you need to, you're prepared for it, and you're taking it on the harder part of the skull up here. So take the punch, and now we're going to start working on the slip and the impact onto your partner. So you're going to turn the body. The slip is going to be turning, dropping like you're on a surfboard, just to slip the punch. So I see the punch here, I slip, I turned and I dropped. Notice that I coiled down into the ground a bit, and I have this area of the body here, and I'm going to throw a punch. So as I'm going down, I'm personally exhaling, boom. I'm dropping all my weight, and I'm dropping my pressure forward. And additionally, I'm also, let's go again, I'm allowing myself to feel my tailbone shooting straight out. So like there's a straight line from the top of the head to the tailbone, even though I'm turned, the pelvis rotating on the femur, straight line from the top of the head through the tailbone. I want to feel the pressure shoot out here and shoot out here to counterbalance it. That's for me personally, that's how I'm bringing my Tai Chi mechanics into this. Let's slow it down, and again, it's boom, take it, and you come back up. Boom, and you come back up. So this is really, really important. Now for the partner that's taking it, I'm going to do it on you. And you're going to punch me. Okay. Boom. So for the partner that's taking it, give me a little more. You want to actually receive a punch. So you actually want to take a real punch, and you're going to ask the partner to put it anywhere between rib cage and the belly. Good. So let's be even more specific here. You have the spleen, kidney, the spleen, liver. You have the solar plexus, and you have the kidneys. So you have this belt here, and then of course you have the belly to knock the air based on the breathing pattern of your opponent. So looking at the only area that she has to attack, she can choose, and ideally picks one of those areas that's closest to the targets I just mentioned. And now the one thing you want to be careful of is getting into the rhythm of it, of you just going back and forth with your partner. So you want to switch up the rhythm every now and then. So she just did it without me punching. So you don't want to do that. That would be the mistake. And because then the other person is going to know the timing, that's when you catch them with another technique. So, boom. So again, the person who's who's slipping is responding And if you don't respond, you get hit in the head and you know how to take it. So I'll go now. Go to me. Good. Always test that punch first. Make sure that you're ready to take the punch in the head, even though you don't want to take it. Even though you don't want to take it, you got to be ready to take it. Boom. You get your slip, and then boom, throw the punch out. Boom. Boom. And really make sure that you're connecting all the way to the ground. When you exhale, pushing the breath through the palms, through the index and middle finger knuckles, pushing it through the glove, and really feeling the connection to the ground on that lead leg. Some people push off the back leg or go into the back leg on their punches. I recommend against that for the most part. Some people do this, and I don't fight like that. I've never been trained to do that kind of thing. Unless I'm throwing a hook and going into the back leg, but normally with a step. So I recommend staying on that front leg. Really good, and make sure you give me a full punch. If I need to step back, or you can step back just a little bit, just for camera, take a half step back, another half step back. Good. Now she can fully extend her arm. You don't want to hyperextend the arm, but you want to fully extend. Now her punch is that much more solid, and now if you just shift your weight more to your front leg because you're still favoring your back leg, 75% of your weight forward. Good. Now throw the punch. Bang. Good stuff. And that's part of that is claiming your space. You want to claim the space. And you want to make sure to actually slip it, actually drop your level a bit. Because otherwise you're doing a little slip, and that could work. I'm not saying it can't work, but you want to practice the technique here. Good stuff. Of changing the level. Boom. Boom. Good stuff. So again, to recap, have your posture, make sure you have your hands up, one hand covering the temple, other hand either in front of the nose or a little bit out to the side to give yourself a nice frame, a nice defense, and soften however, some people keep their shoulders tense. I do my best to soften the shoulder, but to have the ability to pop it up at any given time, because sometimes you need to, a lot of Tai Chi guys will say, oh, you need to keep your shoulders down all the time. You need to pick those shoulders up if there's a knuckle coming to your face. So like, sometimes you need to pick it up, but then immediately drop the chi, immediately drop the breath and the visualization down to the center. Even if you're holding it up here, still do your best to breathe with the lower dantian, keeping the breath in the belly, and bring it back down. But have your defense. Take the knuckle, the fist on the forehead, and make sure that when you slip, you are turning one, keeping your eyes still on the opponent, and then dropping the level down. Remember, turn and drop, and you'll start to feel that corkscrew into the ground. When you throw that punch out, that corkscrew is supporting that punch. So all of those things, I hope this is helpful for you and a partner, and I'll be sharing more of these drills that we do on a regular basis. I love you guys. So thank you, Autumn.